Okay, we're here, friends. Welcome, welcome. Happy Pokemon Day to all of you guys watching at home. It's Abdallah here with live reactions for the Pokemon Presents, which is a presentation about the state of Pokemon. It happens every... Oh, hi, Howl. It happens every Pokemon Day. Hi, best friend. Happens every Pokemon Day. So we're going to do our live reactions to the presentation. I don't know how long the presentation is going to be. And then we'll take a quick time to do an analysis of exactly what we saw, right? So we like to react to all of these like we do with the Nintendo Directs. If you like my style of reactions and you like Howl photo bombing us, hi, good morning. I know I'm not really here this early, huh? If you like my content and if you like all of this fun stuff, then please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. In case you're wondering about what games we're going to play on the Pokemon radar, we've got all of them, man. It's the 30th anniversary. We're going to go hard for sure. Pokemon Pokopia comes out in a couple of days at the beginning of March. We got March 5th scheduled for that one. And then Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green both come out today. So we'll make some time to play through those games. Those games are pretty short, so we don't have to worry about spending too much time on it. But we've got a whole library of Pokemon playthroughs on my channel. Hi, best friend. Hi. This is Howl, by the way. You guys can say good morning, Howl. Good morning, Howl. But yeah, that's what we're here for. We're gonna hang out in chat. We're going to hang out and chat. We're going to talk about our predictions of what we think is going to happen. If you didn't already share the stream, do me a favor and do that. We got to get some more people out here so we can talk about Pokemon and celebrate as well. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I've been not really thinking too hard about predictions because, again, it's one of those things where... hi, buddy. Good morning, Mr. Howell. All right. It's one of those things where, like, you can go over to a Nintendo Direct. You can go over to a Nintendo Direct and, like... Oh, my gosh, my boy. Hold on. I guess we're gonna change scenes over here so you guys see what we're doing here. You can go to a Nintendo Direct and have like the craziest predictions. You have the craziest predictions, and then when they don't come true, you kind of get upset about it. And I've been burnt by that many times throughout my history of reacting to Nintendo Directs, right? I'm like, oh, I want this game. That would be cool if it happened. You know, we have Nintendo Switch Online. We should have all the Pokemon games in existence. Right? Why don't we do that? Why doesn't Pokemon sitting on all these IPs and all these old games, and Nintendo is too, so why don't they just release them on Nintendo Switch Online, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo Switch Online Game Boy, Nintendo Switch Online, I don't know, you name it, GameCube, all that stuff. Like, we have the availability to have it all, but Nintendo and Pokemon, they're not doing that. It's just really baffling that a billion dollar company can't like just give us access to all of the old games where we have to go secondhand shopping for all of the, copies of games like Pokemon Platinum. Like, good luck finding that for under $100. All of the little spin-offs, we would love to have access to them digitally now that they've been out for like 20 plus years, right? That would be so cool. But anyway, we're not getting that. I don't think so. I mean, we got Fire Red, Leaf Green for $20 a piece, which is an interesting concept. You guys can let me know if you guys agree or disagree with how they rolled that out. You know me, like, I always want Pokemon to do more. I always want Nintendo to do more. And I think that putting a price tag on an old game for $20 when it was sold for $10 on Wii U, without adding anything to it, without guaranteeing that we have all of the event stuff, without remastering it, it's literally a port of the ROM that you can download for free. I think that sucks. I'm so sorry to say. I don't think that that's good. Is it great that we have it on Nintendo Switch and we can play it? Sure. Am I going to buy it? Yeah, I'll buy it. But like, I always want more from the companies, right? Not this bare basic port of a ROM. I think that's very lazy, and I think that's not okay. Do I like the idea that we're getting some of them now? Cool, love it. We could have it on Nintendo Switch Online. Oh, but Abdallah, they don't want it on Nintendo Switch Online because you have rewinds and you have this, that, and the other. No. Don't shill for them. Don't glaze over that. We could absolutely have it on that. Just disable rewind feature and disable all the other stuff. We're fine. Like it's not hard. Anyway, good to see you guys. Thanks so much for coming. Love that. Good to see you. We got James member. Hey, what's going on, James? Hey, we have Joey. What's going on, Joey? Thank you so much for that. And then Super Heavyweight SL says, do you think Champions will release soon? Or not until later? Cute baby cat, so good at paw. Yeah, he loves Shake. Shake boy? Good boy. Good Shake. Yeah, that one's for you, Super Heavyweight SL. Do I think that Pokemon Champions is coming out? I don't know. There have been like whispers and rumors and leaks that they're gonna drop it today. Honestly, I think it would be too much. I think it would be like shooting themselves in the foot and like cannibalizing if they did that. Hi, buddy. Oh, hi. I think it would be cannibalizing if they put Pokemon Champions to release today when Pokemon Pokopia comes out in literally like a week. So that would be cannibalizing a little bit more. You really want to space out your titles. And of course, it's Nintendo's release calendar too. So they have full reign of when they want to release their games. So putting it literally 5 days before Pokemon Pokopia doesn't really make sense. But Pokemon Company and Nintendo, they don't make sense. So it could be. I don't really know. Hi, best friend. Hi, how. But yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know if they have any Pokemon championships happening in the world right now. Maybe they might want to use that at the championships. But I can't tell you. I can't tell you for sure. I know it's a cool game, and I love competitive Pokemon ever since I was a kid, man. And I'm looking forward to playing it. I think it'll be really, really fun. But I don't know when it's going to release. Yeah, good idea. Thanks so much for the Prime sub, Emma Bug. Do you think we'll get news on the new generation games during this direct? I don't know. There's been like, unfortunately, there was like a super leak, like a giga leak of all like the new Pokemon stuff that people have been working on. Not sure how that stuff leaked, but that sucks. I feel so sorry for the Pokemon Company that someone would do that. I'm never a fan of leaking games. I'm never a fan of ruining the surprise for people. You know, there's an audience for it. Some of you guys at home click on videos that say leaks or unreleased information. You guys love that stuff. It's drama. It's stuff that shouldn't be there, and the human brain is wired to be intrigued by it. But no, I don't really support that stuff. Like, you work so hard on these things and you want it to be a surprise for everyone, and then someone on your team just wants clout, and then they go out there and then they you know, post a picture of the new Pokemon titles and everything like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Gen 10 would be really fun to see, but again, that's just one of those things where who knows? Who knows? Are they in any need of doing it for this year? No, man. Pokemon, just calm down, dude. We don't need a generation every single year. We're churning that stuff out way too quickly, dude. We don't need that. Give us more, you know, I'm okay with spin-offs like Legends, right? Legends is good. Z to A was okay. I liked Z to A. I had fun with it. I thought it was worth the money. A little flustered about the DLC that was announced day of and then, you know, paid separately. I wasn't a big fan of that. But like Pokemon Legends Arceus was like the best game in like the entire franchise in a long time, in my opinion. So I would love it if they did something like that, or actually spent some time to like remake some games, right? Like Fire Red Leaf Green. Could you imagine if they remade that like Pokemon Let's Go? Could you imagine if they did that? Or gave it to the developers who made Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? You know, that game is a weird, controversial title in the Pokemon community. A lot of people liked it, a lot of people hated it. But it was a cool remake, 3D modern remake of the Diamond and Pearl games. Why didn't we get that for Fire Red Leaf Green? It just shows where their priorities are. Spending how many millions of dollars on a Super Bowl ad with Lady Gaga and Trevor Noah and some other people that I don't care about? How much money they spend on that? Who cares? People know Pokemon, right? That's the thing. You shouldn't. Pokemon is such a brand recognized IP that you don't need to spend multi-millions of dollars on a Super Bowl ad. I read an article that was like, it spent more budget on the Super Bowl ad than it did the entire development process for Pokemon Legends Z to A. Like, what does that say for your company? And then we over here as consumers, we get a ROM port of Fire Red Leaf Green that's literally on emulators across the world right now with nothing changed over there. No online gameplay, nothing like that. Of course not. No. It's not about trading. You know, we gotta force the couch co-op over here. No, that sucks. I'm so sorry. It does. Um, you should put that money into the development of your games. They could have used that money, those millions of dollars, into development or outsourcing the gameplay to make Fire Red Leaf Green a game like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Could have done that. They didn't, which sucks. Do you think they'll make a better live Pokemon movie? I don't really know, Mariano. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I'm not too sure about Pokemon live movies. That would be really cool. Imagine if Illumination, you know, the guys that are making the Mario movie and the Mario Galaxy movie, that would be so cool. I would be all over that. Yeah, yeah, Isaac, take a look at the Super Bowl ad and how much money that costs people. You'd be outraged. You'd be outraged at it. Because what do you want? You want casuals to remember that Pokemon exists? You want people that like Trevor Noah and Lady Gaga to realize that Pokemon is a thing for 30 seconds? Like, that's not okay, man. That's not okay. But anyway, yeah, what's my favorite cover legendary? Ethan Paul. Favorite cover legendary, man. I like Solgaleo. That's probably one of them. Was Mew or Mewtwo? Sorry, Mewtwo. Was Mewtwo ever on a cover of a game? He's one of my favorites too. But anyway. Oh, we did the Detective Pikachu movie. That was actually really cool. Detective Pikachu movie was great. Weren't we gonna get a sequel of that? Yeah, I don't really know, man. We'll end up finding out about that. But yeah, ultimately, we'll see what's going on over here, right? Right, we're waiting for Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for GameCube, Nintendo Switch Online, right? So, like, honestly, at this point, like, let me ask you this: since they're getting away with not putting their Pokemon games on Nintendo Switch Online, which is a subscription service for $20 a year, since they're getting away with not doing that, and they're literally forcing us to buy a $20 ROM of the game on Switch 2, um, why wouldn't they just do that with all of their titles? Because it's all about the money, right? People are gonna shell out, dude. I saw some one dude buy like all the all the language copies of the games. For one, why are there different language copies of the games? Why isn't it all in one? And for two, like, dude, that's part of the problem, man. And see, we as consumers, we have to speak with our wallet. That's just really how things work. If you guys are just gushing over $20 Fire Red Leaf Green and thinking it's the best thing on earth without like constructively thinking that Nintendo and Pokemon can do better, and we as consumers who bought a premium piece of hardware for over $500 deserve better, then that's not okay, man. Anyway, let's stay positive. Pokemon's going to keep on doing what they're doing. I wouldn't be surprised if they start releasing all of the stuff as standalone titles so that you can buy them instead of Nintendo Switch Online, because that's the way that they're going to make bank, right? They're going to make bank on their old IPs. We've been toying around with like a classics collection for Nintendo Switch Online for years now. Literally years. And of course they're not doing that. Why would they? What incentive do they have? I don't know, man. It's rough. It's an interesting time, but hey, man, we got a lot of other things happening in the world of Pokemon right now. We have honestly, I want some announcements around Pokemon Sleep. That's still a game I play every single day to this day. Pokemon Sleep is one of my favorite games. It's a slow drip kind of marathon kind of game, and yeah, I love that. They do a really good job. Minus Skillgate. Skillgate was a little weird. They're doing some weird choices on some of their updates. It's filled with bugs right now. I don't even know what's going on with the game, but hopefully they turn that around and give us some cool legendaries. Here we go. Fruit Snacks. Thank you so much for the super chat, for starters. Says, I feel like I've been waiting forever for any remake of Gen 5 or any gameplay in regards to the background and story of those games. Yeah, I mean, like I said, dude, that's an awesome point. Pokemon could easily have, ILCA remake one for one and add some new content to any of the old games. They're like 20 years old right about now, right? They could do it. They can absolutely do it. They could spend the time, they can outsource it to some other developers, have someone oversee it, and then they can make that happen. We as fans, we deserve more Pokemon Let's Go type content. Pokemon Let's Go Johto, Pokemon Let's Go Unova, Pokemon Let's Go Kalos. All those games can be a thing. But we don't get it. Why? because you're too busy working on you're too busy working on Generation 10 right now. No, don't glaze that. See, you can be a big developer and you can hire other development teams to oversee and work on your stuff. You say, here's a source material. I'm going to oversee it. I'm going to give you notes every now and then and just make it happen. People will do it, man. It's funny. Yeah, we'll see. Like Pokemon Black and White, right? We need and Pokemon Black and White 2, like the true sequels of those games. That would be really awesome, man. Good to see you. Good to see all of you guys, and thanks for coming in. I see a lot of you guys coming in for the first time in a while. Thank you so much for chilling with me today. I'm gonna keep my expectations low for this one. And that's okay. That doesn't mean I have full faith in Pokemon. Like, I love Pokemon ever since I was a kid. Ever since it first aired on TV when I was in middle school. I waited at the bus stop, watched the first episode of Pokemon, and I was hooked ever since. And then I convinced my mom to get me a Game Boy with Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue. And I brought that to school with my link cable and all my friends. And like, I've been obsessed with this franchise since I was young. So happy 30 years for that. It was really fun. Really, really fun. So like, I love the franchise. I'm a very outspoken individual. Simply because not only do I have stock in Nintendo, like I literally own pieces of their company, but I'm just a passionate fan like all of you guys. And the way that I speak up as an influencer and as a streamer is I don't glaze over things. When Pokemon or Nintendo or any developer takes shortcuts, like emulating a ROM from 20 plus years ago and charging double for it without adding anything such as online play, or event tickets, like I'm going to call that out. I'm not going to glaze over and be sycophantic. Like, you see a lot more fans do that. So if you like that kind of real mentality, yeah, definitely stick around. Definitely stick around. You'll see that in all of my videos that I do. But yeah, sycophant mentality, toxic positivity is pretty bad, and we don't really do that here, or we don't do that at all. That's not a thing, man. Because like, oh, you know, I don't want to say anything bad about Pokemon, then they're not going to give me free stuff. Like, no, man, forget that. Like, you're an influencer. You have an audience of people. You need to tell them how you actually feel and what you think about things without glazing over such blatant laziness sometimes, when, you know, a multi-billion-dollar company should be doing more for the consumer. All right, anyway, that's great. So don't start thinking about, Gen 10, or you want a remake of this game or remake of that game. Don't start thinking about that until they announce it. Trust me. Like, just eliminate all of that. I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you this. Eliminate all of that, and say, hey, that would be really cool. Keep your expectations at like 0 right now. You can put your expectations at like maybe 2 or 3, but don't go through the roof saying, I grew up on this generation, I want a remake of it over here, because you're not going to get it. And you're going to be upset. You're going to say, oh man, this billion-dollar company doesn't care about me. Well, 1, you're correct. They don't. They care about your wallet. And 2, don't set yourself up for that. It's okay. It's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. We woke our we woke our A's up this early. So like, you know what? It's not worth being stressed. Go back to bed after this. What's up, Ben? Good to see you too. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. That would be amazing. You expect mobile game announcements? Yeah, what are they going to do with mobile game? Pokemon, well, DNA does really good with Pokemon Masters EX. They do a really, really good job with that. Like, no joke. That's one of my favorite developers, one of my favorite app games. I got a little burnt out of it for playing it for like a year and a half and for every single day for the grind. But I do respect it tremendously. They have an awesome Discord. They talk to their creators. They give news about updates early before the updates, so content creators can actually make content around it. Like, that's amazing. That's like really, truly awesome. So I love DNA and I love Pokemon Masters EX. Select Button and the Pokemon Company for Pokemon Sleep, they're doing all right. I would love if they just revamped a whole bunch of things in that. Other mobile games, Pokemon Go. Yeah, sure. I'm wearing my like Pokemon Go Tour hoodie. I was recently in LA for that. And that was really fun. Like, that was truly a phenomenal time. It was a little lackluster with raids. They didn't incorporate anything with the mythicals of that generation. No, nothing really with Diancie, nothing really with Volcanion or Zygarde. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a miss for me. Mega Malamar was cool. Mega Victreebel was cool. Mega Dragonite, although not a Kalos Pokemon, was kind of cool. They had an opportunity to drop Mega Zygarde. They didn't do it, but that's okay. Happy Pokemon Day. Anything I don't want to see? No, I don't think there's anything I don't want to see. I love because everything that they put out here is a win for someone who plays those games. I don't play Pokemon Cafe Remix, but that doesn't mean I don't want to see it. Like, we're going to get an update that says, and here in Pokemon Cafe Remix, here's a new Pokemon or a new event. People play that game. Your grandma plays that game. It's fine. But hey, good to see you guys. What's up? We welcome. Thanks so much for coming. Hey, Madig2825. Hope you're doing great. Thanks so much for coming. Let me know your predictions. We got like 3 minutes left. Give me your most wild, outlandish predictions right now in the chat. I'll read some off, and then we'll just have fun with it. But again, even if they're wild and outlandish, like, just don't think that that's going to happen, right? Just keep your expectations at 0, friends. Get a little hype, but your expectations need to be low because you don't want to be upset at the things that get announced or the things that don't get announced. So what do we think? Oh, yo, Stephanie, happy 35th birthday. You're awesome. What do we think, man? Pokemon Ranger Classic Collection? Interesting. Yeah, I don't really know Pokemon Ranger all that much. Pokemon Coliseum Remake? That would be awesome. I love that. Pokemon Rumble? Dude, I loved Pokemon Rumble so much. Not happening. Pokemon Let's Go Johto? I would be remiss. I would be so happy. More Terra raids for Scarlet Violet? No, I don't. I mean, maybe that's a thing. Yeah, people still play that game. More Pokemon Sleep, love that. DNC research will trigger new research, cool. Pokemon Champions announcement would be great. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon would be cool. Oh, I love Pokemon Conquest. That's like a Fire Emblem game. I'm all in for that one. An anime or movie update, maybe. How do I feel about Mystery Dungeon? Those games kind of burn me out, to be honest. I don't like the randomness of it. But I admittedly, I've never played through a full Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. I played only a couple hours of some of them. Thank you for the super chat, Jalen. You're amazing. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. A new card pack for Pokemon Pocket. Yeah, Pokemon Trading Card Pocket's doing well. A lot of people spend money on the digital cards. I stopped paying for the monthly thing a year ago. So yeah, I don't really pay anything. I just open up my packs every day and just be done with that. Pokemon Gale of Darkness announcement would be cool, and you can have it today. That'd be great. Thank you. Thank you for not charging us $50 on the eShop for it. Perfect. Anything about Pokemon Stadium? I mean, Pokemon Champions is the new Pokemon Stadium. So yeah, that's kind of that. So here we go, friends. This is it. We got about a minute left. Thank you again for all of your support. Thank you for watching the Pokemon Presents with me. Stick around to the very end. We're going to talk about our true feelings, about what happens. We're going to analyze all the hidden details. We're just going to open up chat and essentially just hang out today. So thank you for being here, and thanks for subscribing. Look forward to me playing Pokemon Pokopia in about a week from now, and some playthroughs of Fire Red and Leaf Green, in case you guys are curious about those games. So let's do this. Share the stream. It's your last opportunity to do so. Get your predictions in right now so that you can look at them later, and we'll put them on the chat a little bit later too. So if we're ready, let's hit this. Oh my gosh, man. I'll press this button whenever we're ready to go, dude. I want this so bad. I didn't even bring my Snorlax coffee mug yet. But we'll see. Let's see. It says premiere will begin shortly. Oh, it's a premiere at 7:01, so it's going to do the premiere countdown. Oh, it's a premiere. It's not a stream. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, give me your predictions. We got another minute for it, so we should be great. All right, you guys are ready? Here we are. Yeah, it's like 7:01 when it's going to start, so that's not really a big deal. Yeah, here it is. 7:01. Any other last minute predictions? What do we think? Pokemon Sleep legendaries would be really cool. I would love that. I'm just looking at these other things. New Eevee evolution. We've been talking about a new Eevee evolution for like 10 years, man. It's not going to happen. Pokemon Yellow. Oh, here we go. Ow, my ears. That hurts, man. That hurts. That's pretty loud, man. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll start in like the next 10 seconds or so. Let's hit this, man. It's a premiere. Okay, here we go. Let's do this, man. All right, friends, this is it. Welcome. It's Abdallah here with the live reactions to the Pokemon Presents for Pokemon Day. Let's join up and see what happens. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Here we go. We got captions on. I don't think we need those. Cool. All right, 30-year anniversary. Yeah, that's cool. All of the games. Look at that. What a that's 30 years, man. That's cool. That's not even all the spin-offs.
Hello everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series.
Happy Pokemon Day, man.
In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance.
Yeah, man.
Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been discovered. And these diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
Yeah. Oh, I will. Let's do it, man. I'm excited to see what they got, man. Like, we've been playing Pokemon for literally 30 years. It's been great. Generation 1, let's do it. What could this be? That's tiny. That's tiny.
I'm Junichi Masuda.
I guess.
I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system. We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
Interesting. Where? Yo, just give me a vinyl, man. I guess.
Pokemon trainers, and happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world. Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions, while their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience, today we're giving you a first look at a truly special piece of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championships.
Looks cool. Love that. San Francisco,
If you are joining
2026.
us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August.
That's cool.
Thank you, Pokemon trainers.
That looks like an amazing venue, man. All right, that's cool. Great. What is this?
A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return. And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Go to her. Okay, that's it. Great.
Here.
Pokemon Masters EX for sure, man.
Let your curiosity shine! Like a twinkling star!
6.5 years?
Pokemon Masters EX.
You're crazy. That game is dedicated, man. Yo, give me that remix. Give me that cafe. Perfect. It's cute. Oh my gosh, yes! Give me a legendary. I need a legendary in this game right now. Please, this is the only thing I'm hyped for. Yes, I knew Mew and Mewtwo would come. Oh, I spent all my skill seeds. Dang it. Oh, I'm gonna wail so hard. Hashtag Mew miss. Dude, I'm done. I'm cooked. It's over. And Latias. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, I'm so
To
cooked.
celebrate Pokemon Day, Zapdos,
All right, I'm
Moltres,
good.
and Articuno will be joining the fray.
I don't need anything else
The
in this
magnificent
announcement.
power of the 3
No, I'm good.
legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be added. Don't miss what's coming.
Cool. Everyone's getting like 15 seconds of ad space over here. They're breezing through this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love that. That's fun. Dude, you're getting 30 seconds of ad space. Is nothing. Okay. Gale of Darkness? Cool. Finally! It's been a year. Oh, I'm very excited for this. This is really cool. There it is! Cool. It's fine. It was about time. They announced that at Switch 2 launch.
Hello, everyone.
It's almost a year for that.
From the Pokemon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire.
You better
Red
give us the
version
event
Pokemon
tickets and
Leaf
stuff,
Green version
and you
games
better patch
coming
in
to
online.
Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future. This way, you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
Nothing. Okay. Great.
Next, we have some news about Pokemon Champions.
At least we'll get a release date.
You wanna be the best, just a champ, move a chest, beat the rest. Oh yes, he a champ, she a champ, they a champ, we champ. Stay shine right with the team. Go, for the winner and run it with the team or your friends, go get it. Win or lose, great fun, never have it. Win or lose, great fun, never win it, let's go. Champions game is all we want. Team ready, now we gonna be number one. Play it up, come up through with me all. Champion game is all we want. Team ready, now we gonna be.
Oh, creepy. Makes sense.
We the champ.
April. Good.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game.
Wait, what?
The newest title in the Pokemon series.
I thought we were done with
Please
that.
take a look at this video.
Oh gosh. Help. How much did that cost me? was that? Okay. Whoa, Garchomp Z? Cool. Cool. One new Mega? That's good.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes. After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace.
Cool.
Next up, we have some news about Pokemon Pokopia.
Please. I can't wait for this game. I'm going to be obsessed with this all next month. It's going to be great. It's like a Rotom speaker. Oh, great. Rotom stereo. Yeah, nailed it.
Is that curious-looking stereo a Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
DJ
It's really
Rotom.
energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Okay, that's actually cool.
It can help liven up the town with a variety of music.
I love that.
Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia.
I'm like getting chills just listening to that Generation 1 music, man.
Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town. It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
This game is going to be so much fun.
Huh?
Who's that?
That's Silhouette.
Big squirrel.
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente. Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes. Each Pokemon has different foods they prefer.
Yo, look at him eat that
Some
food.
dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town. Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here, too.
Hide and seek.
But where's the last one?
They're literally the
Whoa!
tree.
You can transform into objects too.
That's cute.
That was a fun game of hide and seek.
Wasn't it? Oh, that's funny, man.
By working together, you could even build something this big.
How high can you go, man? What is this, Minecraft?
Together, you can develop a town. Or go on far-off adventures.
Oh, that's so cool.
New encounters may await you as well.
A legendary? Oh my gosh.
Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger.
What the heck?
Developing a town, one step at a time.
Oh, yo, that gray looking Pikachu?
Pokemon Pokopia. Available on March 5th.
That's game of the year for me, man. It looks great. March 5th, baby! Game key card? Wait! What? Excellent. 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 Love game key cards so much. Love that.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up. Today, we covered all of the information you see here.
Great. Look at all of that. Thank you for the summary screen.
We'd like to end our presentation today with one final video for you all.
It's not Gen 10.
Thank you for tuning in.
What if it is, though? Don't. Don't do it. Don't do Gen 10 on me, man. Just don't. I'm okay. Cute. What is this? Who the heck are you? Okay. I love them. What? New costumes in Pokemon Go? What is this? A new show? It's a game. It's not anime. Oh shoot, is this the next generation? Yeah, this is totally the next generation, dude. Turn-based, it's not Legends. Okay, great. Wow. Okay, this looks good. Oh, the 3 starters. No way. Oh, okay. We are getting a little teaser for the next generation. That's interesting. Brout. Pombon. Gekwa. Can we? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Pokemon wins for sure. Wins and waves. Excellent. Global simultaneously 2027. That's going to be so cool. Switch 2 exclusive. Wow, I was not expecting the new generation. A legendary? Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. Hello? 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 That's cool, man. I mean, we're still okay. That's it. Okay, great. So that was the end. Cool. Yeah. Wow, dude. That was fascinating. What did we think? What did we think of that? Oh my gosh, man. The Pokemon Presents was crazy. Let me try to get that summary screen. In case you didn't see, we had all of this stuff. We had all of this stuff. Okay, friends, really cool. Was not expecting that. But remember, we're only in like March. We're in March of 2026. Global release of 2027. That's an entire year and a half away from us. So it's cool that they did that. It's cool that they got in front of the Giga leak, where people actually leaked the names of those games and some other like pre-gameplay stuff. So I'm glad that they did that. My predictions, it's going to be November. It's going to be November of 2027. So don't get too caught up in it, but that's okay. All right, that was the reactions. I was really, really excited about a lot of that stuff over here. Yeah, what did you guys think? Were you expecting an announcement drop for the next generation? A lot of you guys were, honestly. I mean, low-key, I was thinking it, but I didn't want to get my hopes up. And right now, like a year and a half away is my hopes up. But I'm glad that they showed the starters. Which starter are you going to choose? Okay, those starters look a little weird, but anyway, we'll go into that in our analysis video. So that's our part 2. First part is going to be the reaction. Part 2 is going to be the analysis. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys at the analysis. Let me know what you guys thought of the reaction over here. Okay, guys, let's talk. Let's talk about this. What rated out of 10? Rated out of 10 right now. All of you guys with me in chat right now. Rated out of 10. Let me know what you think. It was honestly a pretty good direct. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It was pretty standard fare. You know, it's like go through as many titles as you possibly can in the time allotted, right? Look at all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15 announcements. And they respected our time and didn't wait around and really drag it out. Which was cool, which was really cool. So we're going to go over our thoughts on this stuff really quick in just the next couple of seconds over here. But I want to hear from you guys before we do that. We're going to take a little breather. We're going to get off this this cloud that we were on, literally just skating through. Any of these games suit your fancy, right? Any of these games suit your fancy right now? I'd be curious. Which ones do? I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Yeah, let me hear your thoughts on it. Yeah, I'm just genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious right now. Okay, cool. This one's going to be Pokemon Presents 30th anniversary, right? 2/27, 26. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah. So it was actually really good. I enjoyed what I saw. I knew that they were gonna like fast track a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, okay, a lot of you guys, I see that comment. It's like, it looks like Scarlet Violet, right? Yeah, it does. What do you think? You think that Creatures Inc., you think they're gonna do anything other than what they already know? Of course they're not. He's gonna keep on doing everything that they're used to doing, right? It's not going to be something crazy. What's that game that Game Freak was working on? Like outside of Pokemon that looked amazing. What was that? I remember there was something like that a long time ago that we saw. But anyway, let's do this. Let's knock this out. I see a lot of you guys over here in chat. You guys are saying 7s. I see some 7s. I see some 8s, 6. I see a solid 8. Yeah, I see a lot of those, man. But yeah, let's actually go over this and figure out what we're doing with all of this stuff. Mew missions begin tonight. They didn't say that for Pokemon Sleep. Dude, I better get a good Mew. I think we're all gonna get one Mew, and I'm gonna spend all my skill seeds on it. Although I literally invested in a Togedemaru, so that kind of sucks. All right, anyway, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're just gonna talk about it. This is gonna be really cool. Okay, let's do the analysis. Let's talk about our thoughts. Jot down your thoughts as I'm going along through this, and we'll figure it out. You guys ready? Let's hit this. Okay, friends, here we are. It's Abdallah with my analysis and hidden details that you may have missed upon the first time that you watched the Pokemon Presents 30th anniversary on February 27th, 2026. Full analysis happening right now. Let's do it. So let's take a look. They start off with a really, really cool montage. In case you guys don't know me, I've been playing this game since I was in middle school. I still remember the day where I was at the bus stop and I was risking missing the bus just to watch episode 1 of Pokemon anime on public TV. It was amazing. I got my mom to, buy into getting me a Game Boy Color and playing Red and Blue all throughout middle school. So I've been playing all the generations and the side games ever since. So I'm like a huge fan. Seeing this entire montage is actually really cool because it shows, let me actually pause on that. It shows all the main series games, right? But Abdallah, Legends Arceus isn't main series. Neither is Pokemon Legends Z to A. Well, according to Pokemon, it is. Too bad. So sad. But yeah, there's numerous spin-off games as well that they didn't include into this entire montage. So yeah, interesting over here. So yeah, I love everything about this. I played through, hold on, which ones have I played through? Where's Black 2? They didn't put Black 2 on here? Okay. Whatever. I swear that's main game, but anyway, that's semantics. Doesn't matter. I played through all these games. So anyway, we're moving on. Okay, so looking over here, Ishihara-san comes over here and he introduces and says thank you for the world of Pokemon. He's standing over here like Professor Oak did in like the very first game with Pikachu. It's pretty iconic if you take a look at his silhouette. Very nice. This is all my favorite Gen 1 artwork that we've come to love throughout the very, very first time, 30 years ago. And then they say, hey, there's 1,025 Pokemon in the game. That's really great. So in existence, 1,025. Crazy to think about over here. Yeah, and then they pretty much do a little montage of all the different things. We have like the Netflix show. You've got some other little games, Pokemon Go, the in real life stuff, some conventions, anime, all that other stuff. So pretty cool, pretty cool. We're going to skip through a little bit of that. It's just kind of a little bit of filler, a little bit of introductions over this way. This was interesting to me. I'm going to turn the volume on just a little bit so that we can kind of understand this. This was very interesting. Like, as soon as they did that, I'm like, wait a second. That's not the size of a Game Boy. I said, wait a second. Either that's a giant hand or that is a micro Game Boy that you would get out of like a quarter machine. So I'm like, what is this nonsense? So that's kind of interesting. They turned it on off, but it's little replica cartridges. But there's not a digital screen at all. It's an interesting, it's a very, very tiny Game Boy that's like a sound player. Something so gimmick. It's not even a digital screen at this point. It's literally like a 3D printed cartridge with the replica sticker on it, but on the back of it, it shows one solid static image. You can see all the different static images over here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool to see that. Yeah, I guess a sound player to play the games, or at this point, why don't you just spend the money and get yourself an actual copy of the game and play the game on an actual Game Boy? Or better yet, why don't you just give us this music maybe on Nintendo Switch Online? Or why don't you release Red, Blue, and Yellow on Nintendo Switch Online? How about you do that? How much is this gimmicky thing gonna cost? Game Music Collection.
I'm Junichi Masuda.
So this is a game music collection, okay, but like it's 45 songs on a small miniature Game Boy system. Does it even have auxiliary out or Bluetooth capabilities that you can pair your AirPods into it or plug in your headphones? What the heck is this? It's like a big old box. It comes with all 45 cartridges in one box. Well, good. I didn't want to like drip feed and get like paid DLC to get, here's the yellow version. Oh, great. I'm going to call it before they do that. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to do, you know, gold and silver version next year, where they're going to actually give us the little paid DLC of in real life stuff, where they're going to do the 8-bit or whatever bit music of gold and silver next. Excellent. Just more things that we need. It's cute. It's gimmicky. I would pay no more than $30 for this. So if this is online right now, please let me know. Let me know the USD of what they're asking for this right now. But it's gimmicky. I would pay $29.99 for it. That's a sweet price point for a little gimmicky music player. Dude, just like release the vinyls at this point, man. Like, give it to me. Yeah, 1 cartridge per song, 45 cartridges. Hit clips in 2026. Remember hit clips? Yeah, you better believe it. Imagine swapping out cartridges for every track. That's what they want you to do. Ooh, boy, talk about gimmick, man. How can we prey on nostalgia and Gen 1ers, right? I'm a Gen 1er, I'll admit it. That's when I played literally these cartridges. I have my physical cartridge. So yes, this appeals to me. But I'm not gonna pay $50 freaking dollars for it. I'll pay you 30, but like that's it, man. Weird. Just way to start us off over there. Like, hey, give me some more money, right? Give me money. Okay, so who do we have over here? This guy, Chris Brown, wearing a Charizard pin. Excellent. Out of all 1,025 Pokemon, you choose to wear a Charizard pin. The only better thing you could have worn was a Pikachu pin. Just throwing it out there, man. Anyway, Chris Brown is the digital director of everything esports Pokemon. So San Francisco is going to be holding the Pokemon Championships. It looks really cool, man. They got a brand new venue over here at the Chase Center. 3 times the size. This looks amazing. I think it's just really cool that they're leaning into competitive Pokemon in all avenues. Trading card, a main series game, and then a mobile game with Pokemon Go too. And then they reveal to us like a little piece of artwork, which is really fun. I love it when they do all this art. It's just really exciting. So yeah, very, very cool. That's going to be in August of this year. A trip to San Francisco? I mean, that sounds really cool. I don't know what Pokemon XP is, but that's going to be something new that they announced. I'll go to PokemonXP.com and figure that out a little bit later. Sounds very interesting. Taking a trip to San Francisco for that August sounds really cool to do that. We'll see. San Francisco. Moving on. Okay, so this is the last time we reacted to a Pokemon Presents. They revealed another TCG pack, and the state of Pokemon cards has not changed. The state of Pokemon cards is like, you get excited for these booster packs, you go online, you try to get a pre-order, but all the scalpers already got them. You try to go to the nearest GameStop, and everyone's already waiting in line. Odds are half of them are scalpers, half of them are going to, pull open the packs. They're going to break them. So Pokemon trading cards, as exciting as it is, it's an expensive hobby. Scalpers and other people thought that if you just wait in line, you could flip it if you get something really, really good. So they've really ruined the whole concept of trading cards in general. You can't even go to a store and get an elite trainer box. Like, you can't do that. You can barely get booster packs for any of this stuff. And you're throwing Mew and Mewtwo on the cover of it, and you think that we're going to be able to get that stuff? Absolutely not. So Pokemon's in a hard spot. They want to continue making millions and billions of dollars off of trading cards, but then at the same time, they don't want to oversaturate the market, right? By making and producing a lot more trading cards to combat all the scalpers that try to get the stuff. It's a bad time to be a Pokemon card collector. It just is. You can't deny it, right? Every single one of you guys that care about spending $30 on an ETB at MSRP at launch, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. So what's Pokemon Company saying? Are they addressing that? Are they saying, hey, heads up, we bought a new trading card printing facility. We're going to print, 3 times as many cards as we normally do, and we're going to make sure that all of you guys are going to get your hands on this pack. It is our commitment to you. They didn't say anything like that. So they're just going to keep on riding the wave of popular Pokemon cards and scalpers going through and buying all of it. It's just a bad time to be a Pokemon trading card fan. Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's just the way it is. If you ask your parents right now, or if you personally are going to go over there on launch day for that pack, odds of you getting it, slim to none. There's already going to be a line of scalpers out over there, and they're going to bring their kid. They're going to say, oh, I'm just buying this for my kid. No, you're not, dude. You bring like 5 kids, you're going to buy an ETB for my kid? No, you're not, dude. You're going to flip that stuff. It's terrible. Anyway, happy anniversary. Let's keep going. So this is Pokemon Go. These are all the Pokemon Go sprites over here. Sorry, man. I'm very passionate about Pokemon cards. I love Pokemon cards, but there's no way that I can collect a set. I love the Pokemon Go set, I love the 151 set, and I love base set. That's pretty much it. A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return. Okay. Some Pokemon are excluded. A huge range. I don't know if you read that. That's funny. So this is going to be Pokemon Go. It's an anniversary event. It's called March 7th through March 9th. All out. You honestly think I'm going to go outside and play Pokemon Go when that's 2 days after Pokemon Pokopia comes out? You got another thing coming, man. You should have placed this like in April, not near Pokemon Pokopia. Dude, how about Niantic or Scopely? Why don't you guys talk to the Pokemon company and not do it the Pokemon Pokopia release? How about that? What are you, crazy? Anyway, Pokemon Go Tour Kalos, right over here. I went to the California one, which was really fun. Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. I caught a couple shiny of these guys. I got a shiny background Yveltal. That was really fun. Saturday, February 28th, literally today, and Sunday. Oh no, tomorrow. Sorry, that's tomorrow. But yeah, that's cool. Have fun with that. A promo code you're going to get, maybe some background stuff. So yeah, we should go enter that code. Pokemon Go Tour Kalos into your Pokemon account. I don't know what they were thinking about that anniversary thing being on the weekend of Pokemon Pokopia. That just doesn't make sense to me. And Pokemon Go is literally doing a Pokemon Pokopia collaboration event on Mario Day, March 10th. Like, what are you doing? Read the room, man. You guys not talk to Nintendo? How are you doing that on Mario Day? You're actually crazy. Oh my gosh, it's laughable. Anyway, you know what's not laughable? Pokemon Masters EX going on for 6.5 freaking years, man. That's insane, dude. I really commend DNA, the developers of this game, because they put a lot of effort into all of their stuff. They actually do voice acting, for one. We need to talk about this. This is just DNA, which is the developer. This is DNA appreciation right here. Here's my appreciation post. You've been going for 6.5 years. You focus on anniversary events. There's so many other events. You put a lot of updates into your stuff. You even do half anniversary events. You have a full Discord where you talk to your creators straight to them. You reveal patch notes before they come out. You care about the actual community, about what they think. You send out surveys and everything like that. This is how you run a Pokemon game. I don't know if you guys are even aware of what this game does in the form of development and in the form of everything that they do to listen to their fans. I cannot stress that enough. More companies need to be like DNA, specifically the Pokemon company. You guys need to be like DNA and literally put out good content. The only voice acting in Pokemon games is literally an app game where they take voice actors and they go put them in a booth, pay them, and then have those voice lines. It's great. I don't know, man. I love the game, but like I really got burnt out of it. I was playing it for like 2 years straight, but like I got to play other Pokemon games and other app games. I just can't sit and play mobile games too often. So that's great. That's my appreciation for DNA and Pokemon Masters EX for the 30th double anniversary. Log in now. Look how generous they are. They're giving you 3,000 gems to just log in. That's great. Freaking love that, man. You don't see that with games being so generous like that. So here's your obligatory Pokemon Cafe remix. I don't really play the game, but a lot of people do. I think the artwork is super cute. I think that games where you kind of like match 3 and like you tap, like little tappy games that maybe your grandma plays or maybe your mom plays. I don't know. Maybe you play the game. Like hyper casual puzzle gameplay is what this is. But I think it's really cute. Enjoying 30 years. You can also play on Nintendo Switch too. What do you know? Yeah, we tried playing that for a little bit. Okay, so low key, Pokemon Sleep is one of my favorite games, at least top 10 right now. I've been playing this game steady for at least, I think when it launched 2 years ago, I think it's been like a 2-year anniversary. I play this game every day, like truly. I just recently got a helping bonus berry finding S baggin in the game, which is amazing. Those of you guys that play the game, you know exactly what that means. But I need to start getting some handy candies to get them up to Salamence. I'm running an all berry team right now. I've done Master 20 on every single area, minus Greengrass EX and Amber Canyon. Like, I play this game. Like, I am an expert in the field of all things Pokemon Sleep. If you guys ever want to geek out about Pokemon Sleep with me, I'm totally here for it. So, yeah, this one's a really cool one because every year they showcase the legendaries. The first year they showcase the legendary dogs. I think second year they released like Darkrai and what was it? What's that other one? Cresselia, Darkrai and Cresselia. And then now, dude, Mew's over here. Mew's my favorite mythical Pokemon. Like, that's absolute. I said in the direct, I'm gonna wail hard on this. And you know I will. I will buy whatever bundle I need in order to get even more encounters with it. But my predictions for this one is going to be like, you're only going to get one of them. Same thing with the Darkrai. You only get one in the game. And then as you befriend it multiple times, I guess, it's going to give you the ability to unlock its sub-skills and or its ingredients. But yeah, I think that's what they're going to do with this one over here. I will put that on my team. I hope it's going to be great. But that's unfortunate because it's going to be a psychic Pokemon. We already have Cresselia, so if you boosted out a level 6 or level 7 Cresselia, there's no point in using Mew then, right? Or vice versa. You've just wasted all those seeds. But anyway, I don't know what the ability is going to be with this. I want to log in right now and see it. You can see right over here, we've got this little Mew over here. This account is not rank 65. Interesting. Snorlax's drowsy power is on 151. Oh, that's so funny. That's a little detail over there because that's Mew's Pokedex number in the national dex. Hashtag Mew missions. This is going to be really fun. I'm excited for it. There's a little bit of controversy right now in the world of Pokemon Sleep regarding Skillgate, regarding the developers sneakily nerfing some skill aspects of the game that the entire audience and the fans have picked up on. So there's something shady going on with them about that. So we're hoping that they rectify that. They really focus on earning back the trust of the players within the next year over here. Or, you know what? We're going to forget about it because Mew just came out. Hey, man, don't talk about that stuff. Don't talk about Skillgate. Just enjoy Mew. Anyway, I can geek out about Pokemon Sleep literally all day. You can see I'm literally speaking passionately to you about this game. It's so much fun. There's nothing more exciting than, like, you know, tracking your sleep at the end of the night, waking up in the morning, pressing, you know, like you're done sleeping, and then like getting rewarded for your sleep, right? And you want to sleep longer. You want to sleep your 8 hours. It's actually really cool. Freaking love this game. Beginning tonight, I'm so excited. Oh, and look, Latios. So I don't know if they're going to be dragon type or what. We don't need any more psychics, especially in the legendary realm. I love this idea that we're doing dragons now. Because, you know, we don't have a lot of dragons in the game. So this is going to be cool. I hope that they're dragon type. I hope that they're not psychic type because you can only have one legendary Pokemon or mythical Pokemon on your team of 5. So yeah, these better be dragons. They better have cool skills. That's 3 like legendary / mythical announcements for Pokemon Sleep. I'm so happy about it. I only have 1 skill seed to my name, 1 main skill seed. So that's going to be a little rough for me. But hey, man, we got all year to figure it out. So we get 2 skill seeds per month and we're fine. So anyway, what do you know? The legendary birds are here in Pokemon Unite. I don't really play this game outside of launch when it did launch. I think it's too much for me to keep up with. Honestly, I'm looking at this. Too much for me to keep up with. Too many casuals when I solo queue. And too many monetary transactions to unlock the characters. I don't know if you guys feel that way as well. Like, I wanted to play Mewtwo during whatever that anniversary it was, but it was like, oh, we can let you borrow Mewtwo for like a week, and then you got to buy him with real money. I'm like, come on, man. 10 cent dude? Don't how about you don't? How about you just give me the license? I don't want to buy it. I don't want to do microtransactions. Stop. Anyway, some people are happy about that. It's an esports game. Cool. Have fun. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. This set actually released yesterday. It's a smaller set. I think it's like less than 100 cards, which makes it a lot easier to collect them all. The previous set, which had Mega Gardevoir in it, was very, very bulky. There was so many cards in it, and I'm still not done with it, right? Like, I'm sure I'm free to play on that one. And I don't pay any money on the game anymore. I used to do like the premium pack, but Fantastical Parade literally just came out like last month. And then you're dropping like another booster pack when I'm not even done with the other one. Like, slow your roll. And that's the problem with these Pokemon trading card game booster packs, is they release them too quick. I'm still trying to enjoy this. I'm still trying to do the other things. Do you expect me to just like shell out all my hourglasses and collect them all? No way. It's impossible with the odds of like over 200 cards in a set of Fantastical Parade. So this is cool. We get a little login bonus up to 30 booster packs. That's cool. So we're just going to get hourglasses. That's exciting. I don't really need anything else over there. This mat looks legit, dude. I love like the Detective Pikachu-esque neon lights on that one. I think that's amazing. I want to be able to pick that up. Those are really, really cute. So log into that. You're going to get pack hourglasses even more. You can log in now to get this. If you play daily, you're going to get 30, whatever. So that's really fun. I think that the frequency of that is interesting. Okay, so remember when Nintendo Switch 2 launched in June of last year, June 2025. Remember that? We were all like, oh, cool. What games are we going to play? And then they said, oh, you're going to have access to Nintendo GameCube Classics as a sell point for you to buy this redundant over $500 system. That was a sell point. And then they had a scroll of all of the GameCube games that they're going to be launching soon. And Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness was on that carousel since June of last year. That's like 8 months ago, bro. Why are we waiting so long for it? Oh, hold on. Don't release it. We just need it for Pokemon Day. The fans will wait. So we got this drip feed NSO GameCube on an overpriced, unnecessary system last year that only had 4 GameCube games on it when we have an entire library of GameCube games. I'm happy this game's here. Yes, don't get me wrong. I've never played through this game because it was rare to find back in the day. And right now, if you want a full new inbox or even a complete inbox copy of this, you're going to have to shell out more than $100 for it. There's like a foldable poster inside the complete inbox kit. It's interesting. I would honestly love to own this on GameCube and play on a real GameCube with a memory card and everything like that. But those of you guys that don't have the luxury of buying physical media, you can now do this on Nintendo Switch Online. This is great because we have access to it for Nintendo Switch Online. You subscribe, you pay the $20 a year, you actually get this, which is great. Love that. But that's not the case with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. We'll get into that later. This is interesting. I'm happy for it. We finally got it. It took 8 months, but it's finally here, and now we can play it whenever we want to. Don't have to worry about shelling out $200 for the physical version. Hopefully, by releasing this, the games are going to drop in value on price charting, so I can actually get my hands on one. Maybe I'll even throw it on my throne wish list. Maybe one of you guys will help out with that. So anyway, I'm excited for it. If we ever do get this physically, I would do a full-on series on it. I 100% would. So that's up to you guys. Throne wish list, make it happen. Here we go. We got some other additional updates. We're going to skip out on this one. Okay, so this is Fire Red and Leaf Green. This is kind of controversial in the Pokemon community right now. You have half of the audience of Pokemon fans saying, yes, I love more Pokemon content. Take my money. We have access to this on Nintendo Switch now. We have access to it on Nintendo Switch 2 now. This is perfect. I love everything about this. I'll pay $20 for it. Sure, no biggie. Whatever. So, yeah, that's one half of the community. The other half of the community is saying, wait a second, you released this on Virtual Console, on 3DS, and Wii U for less than $10 for literally the exact same game. Wait a second, what changed? What changed over here? This is literally the emulated ROM. No changes whatsoever. I'm going to repeat that. This is literally the emulated ROM with no changes whatsoever. You are not getting any of the event tickets for like Deoxys or the other, I think there's a couple other ones that you get over there that back in the day, if we went over to GameStop, entered a code, did something, we got some event tickets, we got some download stuff. We're not getting any of that. So we're not getting any online play either. You cannot go online with your Nintendo Switch system, your Nintendo Switch 2 system. You can't trade with people online. It's just not a thing. You know, forget paying for the online functionality, $20 a year. Forget that. You can only trade locally in the game. I don't know why they're forcing couch co-op. You are now also expected to pay $20 a piece for them. They come in different language packs for some reason. And what else were people saying? Yeah, it's literally a port of the ROM that, you know, believe it or not, people emulate on their phones. They emulate on their computer. If you find a way, you can do it. I don't support emulation by any means, but it's just weird that it's just that. And then right now, oh, we plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future. Tell me you didn't turn in your homework on time without turning your homework in on time, right? It's Pokemon Day. Figure it out. I want to play this game right now, and then I want to beat it. I want to put my Pokemon into Pokemon Home right now. Why do we have to wait until you can pay the developers to figure it out at a later time in the future? Like, don't do that. But you see what I'm saying over here? You have different Pokemon fans. You have the Pokemon fans that are going to glaze over it. They're going to say, hey, you know what? I'll pay $20. I don't even care. Whatever. I love this. I love Pokemon. Take my money. And then you have more critical thinking people that are just like, wait a second, dude, we're being hoodwinked over here. They're charging us double for a lazy port of the game in which Pokemon Home is not even available yet. And there's no online functionality. And you didn't even mention that you're going to give us a mystery gift of all of the event stuff. You literally cannot complete this game. There's no day and night cycles in the game, so you can't get Umbreon Nespeon. There's just things that you can't 100% and finish the national decks. If I was the Pokemon company, the fix for this is, one, get your stuff together, dude. If you're going to charge me twice as much, it better be more than just the emulated ROM that a bunch of kids right now have access to the internet and emulate on their phones and on their computers. Two, make it online. I'm already paying for online. Why can't I trade online? That's the beauty. I can trade on online in Pokemon Legends Z to A. Why can't you figure this out? It's a 22-year-old game. Figure it out. Three, like, it's just rushed right now. Pokemon Home's not there. Why are you charging me double? You need to make Fire Red and Leaf Green. Could you imagine if it was like Firestorm Red or Leaf Storm Green, where they made a Pokemon Let's Go version of it? Could you imagine if they did that in full 3D? Or give it to ILCA, the guys that made Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, give it to them and have them make a one-to-one square by square recreation in 3D and then charge us $40, $50 for it. I'll buy that. But I feel bad. I feel bad buying Fire Red and Leaf Green on the eShop for $20 a piece when I know for a fact it's not online. I know for a fact that I'm literally getting robbed. If the Wii U was available, I'd be able to play it on that. And also, like, there's no way I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna get to a point where I'm at the very end of it. I have the national decks. I've caught every single Pokemon, and then it's just gonna be, oh wait, I can't finish this Pokedex because there's no Deoxys, there's no other event, there's no X, Y, and Z. You can't get those things, so that sucks for me. And like I said before, it's good. We have it on Nintendo Switch. It's good. You can share this with your kids. If this is with a generation that you had before, you can share it with family. It's fine. You also can get a copy of this and a Game Boy Advance and literally play it. Like, you can get physical versions of this. And I didn't even mention that they didn't do any physical releases for this. This is not a cartridge. It is not a Nintendo Switch little cartridge that you can buy and insert into it. It is digital only. So, like, there's a lot wrong with this. There's a lot wrong with this. And I don't know what side you guys are on when it comes down to it. I'd honestly like to know. Where do you land? Are you on the hyper casual, I'll support Pokemon for anything, I'll glaze them for whatever they can do no wrong, take my $40 for one of each of them? Or are you like me, where you just expect a multi-billion-dollar company to actually put out a good quality product versus a last minute cash grab They didn't even program Pokemon Home into it at launch in order to get $20 or $40 out of each of us. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I don't mean to go on a tangent on that, but that's really the current discourse of Pokemon right now in a nutshell. And when you're spending money on a 23-year-old game, bro, it better be complete. How hard is it to spend a team to re-update this game with the mystery gifts in it, with online play? Why don't they say that in the text? Oh, we also plan to release mystery gifts in the future. That would solve a lot of issues. It's just half-baked, it's lazy, and it sucks. I'm so sorry to say. What? You're charging us double for it, and the value's not even more than what we had on Wii U. What, because it's Nintendo Switch and half of you never even heard of a Wii U before? What? You can't defend it. It's literally indefensible. There's nothing you can do to defend that, man. Or just, be a Pokemon fan and glaze over it, dude. Toxic positivity. We love that. Keep going. I like the game. I'm going to play the game, but it sucks, man. It sucks. Dude, this guy over here had the opportunity to just say, hey, in the future, we're going to work on making it online and we're going to work on the mystery gifts. Could have. All right, anyway, Pokemon Champions, we're moving on. That was my rant about Pokemon Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green. Get it or not? Honestly, it's your money. It's your hard-earned $40 if you want both of them. Anyway, Pokemon Champions over here. This is interesting. It's the competitive version of Pokemon. I like it. I think it's really fun. I think that competitive Pokemon's really cool. I hope that they do a 6v6, or maybe they just do doubles. Looks like a little bit of singles over here. I think these kids are super cute. Little girl's so cute. But yeah, they're definitely showcasing a lot of this stuff over here. Playing on a mobile, so fun. I don't know if you have to purchase it on mobile or if it's a companion app if you buy the game. But yeah, pretty interesting. They're showcasing all the brand new Mega Pokemon over here. So it says that it's going to be available in April 2026. I predicted this at the very beginning of the stream. I said they would be cannibalizing themselves if they release this today or in March. You have to abide by a release calendar, friends. You can't just release it today and also Pokemon Pokopia happening on the on March 5th. Right? We can't do that. You can't cannibalize yourself. So people that were saying it's going to drop today, it's going to drop this month, it's not going to. You have to give it some space, do a month release, do 2 months out, then go from there. So this is cool. I'm curious of what the single player content is going to be. I'm very excited. I will be covering this game in the future. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be super, super fun. So count me in. I'm in. Mobile schedule. Dude, that's weird. Tell me you're rushing things without telling me you're rushing things, bro. This is Pokemon. 2 times they're rushing things. And I'm calling you out on it, man. Look. If you're going to do the release for the actual Nintendo Switch 2 version, if you're going to release in April 2026, why is mobile version scheduled later this year? Why is that? Why can't you get all your ducks in a row so that we can figure this out at the same time? When you literally just spent your first 30 minutes, your opening scene, showcasing a girl playing on her phone against a guy playing on the Nintendo Switch. You're literally showcasing that. But, oh, okay, if you want to play on mobile over here, if you want to play on mobile, you're just going to have to wait until the end of the year. That's just lazy, man. Figure it out. Oh, but there's a lot of loopholes that you have to go through with the App Store and Google Play and all that. No. Figure that out or push the release date of Nintendo Switch version until you release it, man. It's not my problem. Your problem isn't my emergency. It's just weird. And now that I'm rewatching this, I'm noticing a lot of cracks in the armor and the presentation that it's just figure it out, guys. You're multi-billion dollars, dude. Everyone's fueling all of Pokemon by spending $20 on Fire Red and Leaf Green right now. You have the money. Figure it out. All right, anyway, I digress. We're moving on. Da-da-da-da. Mega Dimension DLC. Here comes the drip feed, folks. Here's a Legend Z to A drip feed. and they're doing it via mystery gift, which is interesting. I mean, we all could have seen this coming a mile away. This was what happened with Scarlet Violet, right? Didn't they do some drip feed for Scarlet Violet after the game came out? Yeah, the Mega Dimension DLC, controversial in and of itself. It was a day one announced DLC where you can buy it. I don't even remember how much we paid for it, $30, $40, I don't remember. But yeah, day one DLC that was unlocked after you beat the story and at like a month after release or something like that. DLC was very grindy. I didn't really like grinding the Mega Dimension nonsense over and over and over again. I got really burnt out of it, and so I just kind of stopped playing it. It was fun. Honestly, I didn't get half of the Mega Evolutions that are shown in this trailer. I didn't get Mega Magirna. I didn't get Mega Zeraora. I didn't get that stuff. So that was a little unfortunate. But yeah, now they're going to showcase the drip feed for Mega Dimension DLC. It's going to be every 6 months. Maybe every 3 months. This is speculation. They're just going to say, all right, cool. Let's take this really popular Pokemon and let's make a Mega Evolution for it. And so they're going to take super popular Garchomp, one of the top 10 coolest Pokemon in the game. People were very underwhelmed by its Mega Evolution when that Mega came out. It had a lower base speed than its base form. But here we go. We can see over here that it is a Garchomp and it flies in the air. And cool. I don't know how I feel about Garchomp flying in the air. That was kind of Salamance's thing. And Garchomp is literally a ground type. He's been the ground dragon for a long time. So I guess that's cool. So yeah, that thing flying in the air. Is it going to be like a flying dragon now? I don't know. They got to keep up with the 4 times weakness to ice somehow, don't they? So that'll be available when? Let's see. Available for purchase now. Oh, so you can get that paid DLC. You can go get your Garchompite right now if you log into the game. Am I going to log into the game today? No, I'm not really. I don't really feel like doing that. Mega Evolution, Garchomp, Garchompite Z. Get a Garchompite Z stone by claiming a mystery gift. All right, super cool. Okay, the game that we're kind of all waiting for. Those of you guys that are fans of Animal Crossing, fans of Stardew Valley, and fans of Pokemon are all going to be very excited for this upcoming game called Pokemon Pokopia. It's literally made by the team that did Dragon Quest Builders, which is another Minecraft-esque kind of game like this. Honestly, the game looks super charming. The only thing that I'm worried about is time gate stuff, where you can't necessarily advance the story unless the server side of things advances it for you. Case in point, time traveling in Animal Crossing. I time traveled all the time in Animal Crossing. A video game that I spent $70 is not going to tell me when I cannot play the game. I'm going to adjust my system settings whenever I physically want to. So I don't know if there's any time-gated stuff. I played a game called Disney Dreamlight Valley where they literally time-gated you based on the internet time. And I hated that and I quit so hard. So yeah, I'm really hoping that if there's anything time-gated in this game, I haven't done too much research on it, but I'm hoping that I can just adjust my system settings, go to the next day, and then have it available for me. Because I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait until next month to unlock this or unlock that. I don't want it to be real in-game time. That's the worst gameplay mechanic ever. But anyway, they're just introducing the Rotom stereo right now, which is so fun. So fun. Have a select amount of different tunes that you can listen to in the overworld. Absolutely love that. The game looks really cute. I don't really know the point of the game yet, other than growing a farm and feeding the Pokemon as a humanoid Ditto. But I've been kind of staying away from all of the trailers and stuff on purpose because of that, right? I want it to be a surprise. I want it to be a really, really cool thing. So anyway, we're going to be playing this all throughout the month of March. Every single day we'll be streaming it. It's going to be so, so good. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Yeah, game of the year for me right now, outside of like Final Fantasy, what was that, remake, Intergrade, and 10th anniversary Stardew Valley. Like those are games that I really, really enjoyed today. So anyway, that's cool. It looks really cute. You're going to be cooking meals and everything like that and restoring the Pokemon Center. And look at how fast this is. Look at how fast this is. This is going to another person's island. You remember in Animal Crossing, your favorite game during the pandemic 6 years ago, the dodo code. You would enter a dodo code, and Wilbur and Orville, it would take like 15 different menus. You type in the dodo code, and then like there would be like a loading screen, a flyby. It'd be like a 3-minute process to go to someone's house or someone's island. This looks pretty fast, to be honest. If this is like simulated, so you can have up to 3 other people on your island, which is really cute. I don't know what the point of doing that is. I don't know if it's just visiting, kind of like Animal Crossing. It looks like you can do prop hunt. I don't know if you've ever seen that in some first-person shooter game where you like turn into a prop and then you hide. So you can do prop hunt with this one, which is so funny. But if that's the only thing that you can do in Pokemon Pokopia is run around in circles and like mess around, I think that's pretty shallow. I'm going to hold my reservations on that. Building, cool. Yeah, you can build a giant thing. You can build some stuff. Great. But like, I want like true mini games and true things that you can do in the game. I want to be able to advance the story with someone, right? Like, honestly, you can play Stardew Valley co-op, multiplayer, and you can advance the story together. You can do that. Animal Crossing, you can't really do that. Animal Crossing, you invite people over to your island, you show off your stuff. Maybe you play a homemade mini game. There's no Tortimer Island, like actual mini games in there. But this all looks really cute. And I'm so sorry. What was this Ghost Pikachu? What is this? Has that been announced in other preview trailers? What is this? Is this like Game Boy Pikachu, or what is that? I don't know. Remember, I've been staying away from spoilers. This is honestly spoiler territory for me. I tried to stay away from all of it. But all this stuff is new to me, so I'm very excited for it. It's very Animal Crossing-esque. I love the Dragonite plushie over here. That looks really fun. There's a whole bunch of Pokemon in it. It's literally Animal Crossing and Pokemon and Stardew Valley and a little bit of Minecraft, all together in one. All together in one. I love that. It's releasing March 5th. We're going to be playing it on the 4th. We'll play it a day early like we usually do. Controversial. Talk to me about game keycard. Talk to me about that right over this way. I don't know. Is the game just so big you can't fit on a regular game card? Is that what that is? Why are we doing game keycard? Why are we normalizing that? I thought we were all just like boycotting that stuff. What happened? What happened with that? And then remember, this is a Nintendo Switch 2 game. This is not available for Pokemon fans that have a Nintendo Switch 1. You're going to have to spend $500 plus the $70 of this game, plus tax, in order to play Pokemon Pokopia. So that's a little sucky. Sorry, friends. Yeah, game keycard. Weird. Anyway, you get a Ditto Rug as an early purchase bonus. Okay. Better than nothing. Moving on over here. That's it. Okay. Oh, wait. Koei Tecmo. I'm so sorry. Who's Koei Tecmo? What's that regarding now? Pokemon Pokopia is made by Koei Tecmo over here as well? Oh, crazy. All right, anyway, so in review this way, that's a lot of stuff happening over here. Odds are you don't care about half of it. Anything specific for Nintendo Switch 2? It's too early in the life cycle. You bought Nintendo Switch 2 too early in the life cycle for it to actually matter. The only thing that Switch 2 is Pokemon Pokopia, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, you bought it. You're an early adopter. Congratulations, early adopting the Nintendo Switch 2. Is a Switch 2 even worth a purchase right now? I honestly don't think it is. I don't think a Switch 2 is worth a purchase right now. If you're a die-hard Pokemon fan, you might be excited for Pokemon Pokopia and shell out the additional $500 for it, but us early adopters right now, I don't think it's worth it. There's nothing that is a system seller. There's nothing that's a system seller outside of maybe Pokemon Pokopia right now, because I know a lot of people loved Animal Crossing. They loved Animal Crossing so much, they bought an additional Nintendo Switch so they can get another island. So anyway, okay, here we go. Friends, we're here. We're here with the next generation Pokemon announcement. The trailer looks really good. So let's take a look at that, and let's see exactly what this looks like. I was very, very excited when this came out. I didn't think they would actually do it. A little bit of context. Someone at Pokemon TPCI, someone over there leaked a lot of the information regarding what Pokemon's working on in their next, I don't know, 5-10 year, their entire stretch goals. They leaked all that stuff to the internet. You can look it up if you really want to. I don't support any of that stuff. But they did do that. And they leaked the title of the next generation of games. They leaked screenshots, early screenshots. So that sucks as a breach of privacy, a breach of security. So in order to get ahead of that, Pokemon over here is going to now give us the trailer for the brand new Pokemon game. This is actually really cute. I loved seeing this. I didn't know what it was at first. Yeah, they're showcasing this cute little sketchbook. It just looks good. And then I don't know if these are spots inside the new game or what. Sawsbuck? Oh no, it's definitely the different generations of games. Never mind. Yeah, look at that. Okay, yeah, Gigantamax. Yeah, these are literally all the generations of games. I can see that now. And so the next generation over there is showcasing that little Pikachu looking out the window at a coastal area, right? So that's like all the generations of the Pokemon games. Pikachu looking out the window at the coast. Really cool. And then Pikachu on the desk. Dude, I wish the graphics were like this for Switch 2, man. So they open the door. It's literally the deck. Look at these two. They're so cute. I love them. I love everything about that. They're just cute. They're like little, like beachgoer Pikachu. Little girl, little boy. So, okay, so this is not actual gameplay experience. Screenshots and footage from a product in development and not final. You have to preface that. And remember, this is going to be a Nintendo Switch 2 game. After playing games by, Square Enix, a 6-year-old game, Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade, that has stunning graphics. After seeing Resident Evil Requiem play on Nintendo Switch 2 with a stunning graphics, Capcom, Square Enix, doing phenomenal things on the Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. I present to you early product in development. Okay, the water looks good. The water looks great. Pikachu's original cry? Why? Okay, so you can see over here it's not a Legends game. Because if it was a Pokemon Legends game, a Legends-esque game, we'd be able to run around and then catch Pokemon with Pokeballs. But it's definitely turn-based, just like Scarlet and Violet. Looks good. I love the lighting effects. Looks great. The water looks phenomenal. Lava looks good too. And then what do you know? We've got our 3 starters. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts on these 3. One looks like an Angry Bird. Straight out of Angry Birds. Yeah, one's a little pom-pom little dog, and then the other one's like a little lizard. I don't know. You got 1,025 Pokemon. They can't all be winners. Yeah. So about that. Tell me. I can't be the only one concerned here, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. This is my first impression of these things. I mean, it looks like some fan art. Not gonna lie, it looks like some fan art. Some like little kid drew it on a piece of paper, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Make it into a thing." Fire, water, grass obviously is going to be the tried and true. They're cute. This little angry bird, his name's Brout. It's like an eyebrow and like an owl. Brout. Cool. Angry bird. Yeah, I can't. I just want to like click and drag on the screen and like launch him, right? I don't know. You kind of, dude, that's angry. That's me during half of this Pokemon Presents presentation. This is cute. Okay, like Loki, Pombon. Like Loki, that's kind of cute. I think that the lack of any other facial features that is literally eyes, nose, and a mouth on like a body, I don't like that. It's kind of like Kirby. You know, it's like a Kirby right here. You know, Kirby's just a pink blob with an eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Like, I flesh this thing out, man. This looks way too primitive to be Pokemon quality of a starter. Because remember, starters will go down in history as those 3-generation Pokemon. You got to hit hard with starter design. So I think this design is pretty weak. But it's cute. I love the design of like a little Pomeranian dog. We don't have a Pomeranian. That's cute. This is like, how is this not like Sobble? Or what is that? Intellion? How is this not like a lizard? It's a gecko. It's a Gekwa. So like it's aqua like water, and it's a gecko like a gecko. So it's Gekwa. The naming schemes on this one, man, we are losing it. We are losing on naming schemes. Oh, what are we gonna call like a water gecko? Why don't we Gekotter? Gekotter? No, it sounds like an otter. How do you say water in another language? Aqua? Yeah. Gakakwa. Gakwa. Yeah, there you go. Got it. Nailed it. Okay, good. Send it. So that's Gekwa. Yo, guys, but the water, though. The water. Well, we're going in. Pokemon wins. Waves. Wow, look at that. Yo, someone went really crazy on the water graphics. They're like, yo, how do we dissuade all the fans that say our graphics look the same as Scarlet Violet did, 5 years ago? How do we dissuade those fans that are going to say, the graphics look bad, the grass looks terrible, the mountains look bad? How are we going to win them over? And like, oh, yo, I've been working on some water graphics in Blender for the last like 3 years, and the Switch 2 can make water happen. Okay, so low key, I'm going to ask you guys right now in the comments, do you think that we're going to have the ability to like go underwater? Do you think we're going to have that ability to go underwater and catch Pokemon? Or is this just like random stuff? It's just preview. It's not final. We're not going to go underwater. How would you do that? Jump into the water over here, just swimming like that? You have your animated character doing this, and then like you touch a Wailord and then you throw your underwater Pokemon over here, and then you throw a Pokeball at it underwater with your scuba mask. Dude, that would be next level. That would be really cool. That would be so amazing if it is. I'm calling it right now. You have a year and a half to develop this game. Figure out how to get us underwater via submarine, via scuba diving mask, and via any of that stuff. Figure it out. My predictions for this one, global release is going to be November of 2027. Dude, that's a year and a half or more. They're getting ahead of the leaks. I understand it. Congratulations. Way to mitigate that. We're going to remember it in the history of all the weird drama that happens in the Pokemon community. But that's okay. It's okay. Winds and Waves looks really good. It looks good. But I can't help but think that this is literally a Scarlet Violet kind of game. Looking at it right now, I see a lot of Scarlet Violet in there. Game Freak, dude, they're making another game that looks a million times better on like PS5 we saw. Really crazy to think about. And like, if you're a Pokemon fan, odds are you may not have played other games on like PS5 or, you know, games from Capcom or Square Enix. Maybe you're just a Pokemon fan, but like the graphics that are in this trailer over here, they're not good. This is very concerning. Textures on the ground look like Scarlet Violet. Mountains in the back look like Scarlet Violet. This is, I know it's early. I get it. I'm giving them a lot of grace, but I don't think that we're going to get a lot of different graphics and gameplay like we expect from developers like Square Enix or Capcom that do a phenomenal setting the standard job for Switch 2. We're literally getting fooled with weak textures and lighting effects. That is just really easy to do in any kind of graphical thing over here. But I mean, it's way too early in development. You can see over here, yeah, the textures are not as good as what we've seen in other games and other things capable on a Switch 2. And remember, this is a Switch 2 game. You guys have pretty much an entire year to debate whether or not you want to invest into the $500 plus tax system for Pokemon when this comes out. Will this be a system seller? Yeah, of course it is. It's Pokemon. You're going to buy it. People are going to want to not miss out on the new generation of Pokemon. Of course it's going to be a system seller. And Pokemon has become that recently. With the slip in quality, the slip in the graphics, the overreaching on paid DLC, unfortunately, that's just what it is. It's the environment that us fans have enabled. So it's going to be a system seller. I'm excited for it. I'm going to keep my reservations low on this one. I'm going to put my expectations super low, as I do with every game. I remember Scarlet Violet when it first came out. It was buggy beyond belief. It was so bad when it first came out. Then, you know, some bug patches and everything like that fixed it. But yeah, it's going to be Switch 2 on Switch 2 hardware, so it should be running really, really well. We'll see. But again, we got another year for this. So they're inevitably going to remind us that Winds and Waves are going to come out. They're going to do some collaborations, maybe with Pokemon Go, release the starters over in that game. A lot of things. I'm excited for it. I don't think that it's going to be a graphical masterpiece because we know Pokemon's track record and Game Freak's track record with all of this, with creatures and Nintendo. It's going to be more of the same. It's going to be more Scarlet Violet, but slightly better looking. Who knows what happens? Are we going to get a full national dex with the ability to catch all 10, 25 Pokemon? Of course not. You wish. Don't even get your hopes up. It's just going to be this small game, and we'll see. But remember, you got to keep your hopes and expectations really, really low for everything that comes out. It's just what it is. All right, friends, Winds and Waves, really cool looking. I'm excited for it. The water looks good. The starters look okay. I don't think they're the strongest starter lineup in all generations of Pokemon, but out of 1,000 Pokemon, they can all be winners. I'm excited for the little doggy. I think that's cute. I'm more of a cat guy, but we've got Sprigatito last time, and that was really fun. I love Sprigatito, Quaxley, and Fuecoco. Those Pokemon were great. These, I don't know about that. You guys are going to have to let me know. Okay, friends. That's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for enjoying the analysis over here. Let me know what you think about each of these games. I would love a block comment from each of you in the comments when it comes down to it. Let me know which side of the fence you sit on when it comes to Fire Red, Leaf Green. Let me know if you guys are going to be playing Pokemon Pokopia. We'll be playing through that game a little bit later on in the year. We've got, like 5-6 days until that comes out. That's going to be so much fun. So yeah, Pokemon Pokopia is going to be so good. I'm going to be playing that all throughout March. So look forward to it. But yeah, have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about the analysis. All right, now I want to hear from you guys. I've got like another 10 minutes or so that I can hang out. So let's rate the Direct out of 10 right now. Now that we actually took our time, looked at it all. Yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Honestly, let me know what you guys are thinking for this game and for the entire Direct. Did I hit the nail on the head? Am I resonating with you? Or am I so hypercritical? Are you Pokemon Glazer super casual? Or do you actually care about the quality of the product that's put in front of you that you're going to end up paying $70 for? Let me know. Where do you guys land? I'm always a little self-conscious about that. Because like I care about quality, right? And I don't like low effort, lazy rehashes of things. I've been burnt too many times by Nintendo. Nintendo's made me into this way, honestly, it has. So like that sucks. Yeah, sometimes it's embarrassing to be a Nintendo fan. Sometimes it's absolutely embarrassing to be a Nintendo fan when they give us slop and expect us to pay $70 for it. Low key, I can call Fire Red Leaf Green emulator slop. Because that's what it is. Low key, you can argue that Fire Red Leaf Green is emulator slop. It's just literally a port with 0 changes. Great. It was an awesome game back in the day, but yeah, I don't know. I would be curious. Where do you guys land on all of that? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's an interesting concept, especially when it's like they charge us more and deliver less. Like that's what I have a problem with. If there was a value added, right? If there was a value added, that would be amazing. I would love to have a value added to whatever they're giving. Make me feel like I'm getting a deal. And when you have already released Fire Red Leaf Green for literally $10 on the Wii U Virtual Console, and now you're re-releasing it on Switch without changing anything and charging us an additional $10, double the amount, that's not okay, man. I don't feel like I'm getting a deal in that aspect. Like, that's stupid. But I digress. I don't want to go into it over and over again. So let's just do this. And let's hear from you guys. And see, that's the thing is Zipso in the comment says it. A majority will still buy that slop, unfortunately. That's just what it is, right? And you're a kid. This Pokemon is a game that is geared towards kids. We saw it in all the marketing materials. I love the game because they're preying on my nostalgia. I played that when I was a kid. It's something that I do genuinely enjoy. I enjoy Pokemon every single time. But you can deliver the enjoyment of Pokemon and deliver a great deal at the same time. Like, you can do that. You can physically do that. And since you are a multi-billion-dollar company in the world of Pokemon, you see all the merch that they're selling, you see all the stuff that they're doing in pop-up shops and left and right and digital sales and Pokemon Kanto Park that they're charging admission for, the Pokemon centers all around the world, everything. They have the money to do that stuff. And when they choose not to, and they give the consumers the bare minimum, I have a problem with that. I have a genuine problem with that. So, hate me for caring too much, right? I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. No, the names of the Pikachu and the outfits are Windy Chew and Mr. and Mrs. Windy Chew. That's so funny, man. That's right. Vanessa says, as someone who has the OLED, there's no rush for me to get a Switch 2 just yet until Winds and Waves, to be frank. I'm telling you, Vanessa, that's exactly it. And we don't have any cool systems over here. We just literally have the launch Nintendo Switch 2, which has atrocious battery life. You barely get 2 hours out of playing it. And people are already getting stick drift on the Joy-Con controllers. Why do we have to pay for that as being early adopters when you're going to make a revised version of it? You're going to make a light version of it. You're going to make a cool Pokemon version of it. Why do we have to pay? That sucks. So yeah, no, Nintendo Switch 2, like literally it'll be a system seller in 2027. Or if you really, really want Pokopia, you're just going to buy it now. But again, it's just, you had an opportunity to make these cool limited edition releases of the Switch systems, and you just, you can't do it. So anyway, it was good. It was cool, man. It was really cool. I had a great time. I would rate this like a 7 out of 10. It was a really good direct, really fun things. I just want to go log into Pokemon Sleep right now. I want to do that like ASAP. So, should be good. Why are there 2 versions of Pokemon? So that they can get $140 out of you. Duh. Why are there 2 versions? Ooh. What if, instead of selling 1 version of the game, what if we just split the content in half and then charge the people twice for them? Genius. Genius. I don't know, man. We'll see. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see ya later. Make sure that you guys turn on your notifications for the upcoming Pokemon Pokopia game, right? Oh, dude, Pokemon Pokopia, that's going to be happening on the 4th. So let's actually look at our calendar right now. I'll look at the calendar, and we'll see Pokemon Pokopia. We've got a first look trailer on the 4th. What day is that? Let me look at my calendar over here. The 4th is going to... Oh, dude, Wednesday? Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Yeah, we're going to be playing it next Wednesday, so make sure that you guys join us, okay? Cool, cool. All right, friends, that's it for the stream. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of everything in the comments below. And yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Which side of the fence do you guys sit on? I would love to hear. So that's it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later.